The first meditation in this series is for when you're overwhelmed. So we're going to start with taking 3 deep breaths together. In and out. In and out. In and out. You might have even found that it was hard to do these breaths amidst the overwhelm. You may have found that you thought, geez, I really don't want to be breathing. I want to be figuring out this feeling or this thing or this task. And for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to invite you to do everything you can to just hold that to the side. Sometimes we can make this physical. I want you to try this by putting your hands out in front of you, one over top of the other, palms up, as if you're getting ready to receive a gift. And I want you to close your eyes and imagine in your hands is whatever you're telling yourself needs to be figured out right now. Whether it's that conflict or that task or the project or the big scary event coming up. Just imagine that sitting in your hands. And I just want you to send some care to it through your hands for a moment. Imagining we're just infusing it with gentle, loving care, offering it a soft place to land and sit and rest for a moment. And I just want you to send it a message that you promise to pick it back up later, that it's important to you, that it matters. And then as you feel ready, I'm going to invite you to take that from your hands and just sit it down beside you. Physically putting it down and imagining it's just sitting there for this next bit of time while we sit with the feelings underneath of it. And if you find yourself picking it back up, I'll just encourage you to notice that and try to make it physical again. Literally reaching your hand out, allowing yourself to pick it up and hold it for a moment, giving it some care, reminding it that it's important to you, and then gently and lovingly putting it back down beside you. And I want to remind you that you can do this as many times as you need. You can pick it back up, put it back down. Pick it back up, put it back down. Pick it back up, and put it back down. Each time, I'll just ask that you remind it that it matters, that your attempt to sit with the feeling is not to ignore the importance of this. So for now, we'll leave it seated beside you. And I'm just going to ask you to close your eyes if they're not already. And just see if you can notice the overwhelm in your body. I want you to just try to do everything you can to start with gentle noticing. Really being curious about what overwhelm feels like for you. You might notice it's a buzzing in your chest. Or maybe it's radiant, cool heat in your belly. It might be that mind is just so loud, it's hard to drop below your head and you feel tons of pressure. rising up towards the top of your head. Wherever it is, if it's simply in your fingertips, if it's one shaking leg, if it's a twitch in an eye, I want you to just gently notice it, reminding yourself that you are not this feeling. You are the one in observation of the feeling right now. And I want you to imagine we're creating a little bit of distance between that physical sensation and the you that notices it. Just centimeter by centimeter, putting a little bit of space between the two of you to allow you to just see the overwhelm. And I just want you, as you observe it, as you see it, to greet it with some curiosity. What do you notice your overwhelm looks like? If it has a color, what color is it? If it were a shape, what shape would it be? If it had a voice, what would it be saying right now? And I want you to continue to simply picture the overwhelm. You may notice mind will get loud in waves, telling you this is a waste of time. We have to be figuring things out. Or maybe your mind distracts you with one really intense thought. Whatever mind says or does, I want you to simply greet it lovingly and gently come back to picturing this overwhelm. And now, once you have a clear, full picture of the overwhelm, I want to first just start by reminding you that every single feeling is here to teach you something, to deepen you in your understanding of yourself, of others, of the world around you, of connection, of all of the above, of something else entirely. Your feelings deeply want to show you the way. When overwhelm shows us the way, it often clears a path with a great gust of wind and discomfort. It doesn't gently sweep away the path quietly and slowly. Notice that this overwhelm is a gust of emotional wind clearing a path for you. You may notice your breath wants to shorten. Sometimes breath does that when there's a great gust of air toward us. That's okay. You may notice a jolt of really intense, uncomfortable energy in your body, which also happens when there's great winds. and that's okay. I want you to remind every part of you that however your body is greeting this great gust of overwhelm, it is okay. As you sit with that and acknowledge that truth, I want you to just take a couple of deep breaths, being with the understanding that any and every reaction in your body right now in this moment is okay. As you allow that awareness to wash over you and your being, I want you to really, truly sit in the seat of curiosity and ask your body, what path is being cleared for me right now? You may notice that your mind wants to fill in a bunch of blanks about that, or may try to go searching for that answer. You'll know when the answer comes because it will not require searching. It will not be frantic or loud. It will be a whisper from your body that maybe won't even fully make sense to you just yet. But most importantly, it will be true. And I want you to sit in the silence for a minute. And we'll do this together. 1 full minute of silence to just listen inside for what path the overwhelm is clearing. Now I want you to take a deep breath. Maybe you really clearly heard the truth of this situation, or maybe you didn't. Maybe you heard it and immediately forgot. Maybe you could just barely make out what the voice was saying as it was so faint and distant. And I want to tell you that no matter what just happened in that minute of silence, you are more deeply sitting in the seat of yourself and of truth simply by being willing to be with it. Even if you didn't receive the answer you were looking for, You are that much closer to it. And I want you to just continue to breathe into that knowing, that wisdom, holding on to the picture of overwhelm that you received from your body, holding on to the curiosity that you have begun to step more fully into in order to hear what path this is clearing for you. And we'll take a couple of deep breaths. And I want you to know your body can withstand this gust of wind, this overwhelm. You are capable of being with this, of observing it, of moving through it, of hearing it. You may notice your body is antsy to pick back up the overwhelm sitting beside you to start to figure it out. And you are welcome to do that. But if you notice that there may be a small opening within you, to leave it there, to sit with the feeling and the knowing that this is teaching you something. To not jump to solutions or conclusions or action steps. I want to invite you to allow that opening to guide you. Either way, you are on the right path. Either way, you are on the right path.